Introducing Halo Halo, which means mix mix. This beautiful Filipino dessert contains 12 different components, and I have made all of them from scratch. So what are you waiting for? Let's start with the sweet red beans. For this I am using some red chavli, also known as adzuki beans, the same stuff that we use for mochi. Soak a fistful of adzuki or red beans after thoroughly washing it. Soak it overnight, or a max of 6 to 8 hours is more than enough. Rinse the beans well, and now let's pressure cook it with a bit of water and salt for up to 2 whistles. Take care not to overcook the beans. It should be slightly firm and not mushy. I am just using half of the pressure cooked beans. Take it into a different container, add 40 grams of water followed by 80 grams of sugar, a pinch of salt, and cook it on sim till the entire sugar syrup thickens. This takes around 10 to 15 minutes, after which the beans would harden a bit. Soak, cook and repeat the same process with garbanzo or chole beans. Once cooled, store the sweet beans in a glass container and keep in fridge. Maka panao or sweet coconut strip tastes better with tender coconut flesh. I don't have it at hand, so I am utilizing half of a mature coconut. Cut the entire coconut half into thin long strips. Ensure that you remove the brown outer part of the coconut flesh. Each strip would be around 1.5 mm thick, or try making it as thin as possible. Cooking a mature coconut in sugar solution always hardens it. That is why the pieces have to be very thin. Give a cut again through the center for narrower strips. This step is mandatory. Repeat the process for the entire half of the coconut. Now it's time to cook the coconut strips along with 40 grams of water, 80 grams of sugar and a pinch of salt. This will also take around 15 to 20 minutes. Once done, add a bit of green food coloring. Once cooled, store in a clean glass container and refrigerate. We will follow the same method for lanka or jackfruit strips. The method is listed in the slide. The fifth component, ube jam. For this you will require good quality ube around 500 grams. There are two methods to process ube. For the first method, clean the ube, then directly steam it, and then we would skin it. This ensures that your hands are less dirty. For the second processing method, skin the ube first and then dice it and then steam it. It is easier to find the defects in ube with the second method. I actually started with 1 kg of ube but ended up with only 300 grams of good quality ube. Into a mixer, add around 300 grams of ube followed by around 1 cup of whole fat milk and around half a tin or 100 grams of condensed milk. Blitz everything together to form a very smooth paste. High quality ube will give very beautiful purple. However, you can also add purple food coloring to your ube jam. 2 drops of blue and 2 drops of red food coloring should do the trick. Ube Halaya is made up of 5 different components and comes together within 1 hour. And that includes the preparation time and the steaming time for ube. Add half a cup of full fat milk followed by half a tin of coconut milk. To the mixture add around 80 grams of sugar. You can add more if required. Heat on sim while stirring continuously. The mixture will start thickening and it would start coming together. Ube Halaya is almost done. Add a blob of butter for extra taste and shine. Mix well. You can also add a few more drops of food coloring. Store it in a clean container and refrigerate. I almost got 500 grams of Ube Halaya from 300 grams of ube. The sixth component, strawberry jelly. You can make any jelly, strawberry or raspberry. Just use slightly less amount of water to make the jelly. This ensures a better consistency for halo halo. Seventh component, coconut jelly. To a saucepan, add 3 by 4 cup of coconut water followed by 2 to 3 inches of agar agar and 2 tablespoons of sugar or as per taste. Also add 2 to 3 tablespoons of coconut milk and heat everything on sim till agar agar dissolves completely. Once dissolved, keep for cooling for 2 to 3 hours. The coconut gel should become ready. Demold the coconut jelly and put it on a plate. Cut the jelly into 1 cm cubes. Coconut jelly is ready. Store it in a clean plastic container and keep in fridge. The texture is light and chewy, just like mogu mogu cubes. Eighth component, tender coconut ice cream. Into a saucepan, break 1 whole egg followed by 1 liter of full fat milk. Add 400 grams of 35% cream. I am using 2 packets of 200 grams cream. Followed by 180 grams of granulated sugar into the mix. You can add more if required. Heat everything on sim while mixing continuously. The ice cream base should reduce to 3 by 4 of its original amount. This will take around 30 to 40 minutes. You can also check the doneness if the ice cream base coats the back of a spoon properly. Using a clean finger, draw a line at the back of the spoon and the line should stay as it is. This means that the ice cream base is properly cooked. Add half a teaspoon of vanilla essence to the mixture and once cooled, keep it for freezing for around 6 to 8 hours. For aerating the ice cream, either utilize a hand blender or directly scoop the ice cream into a mixer. Process the mixer lightly to aerate the ice cream and to prevent ice crystal formation. By adding 200 ml of coconut milk to half of the ice cream base, we can create tender coconut ice cream. With the same base, you can actually create two different ice creams, that is tender coconut and vanilla ice cream. After processing the ice cream, freeze it for 6 to 8 hours in a separate container and your tender coconut ice cream is ready. Ninth component, vanilla ice cream. For the vanilla ice cream, process the rest of the base along with an additional of half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Once blitzed, directly store it into another container and freeze for 6 to 8 hours. For making ube ice cream, just mix or blitz vanilla ice cream along with the ube halaya that had been made earlier. 10th component, toasted bananas or toasted plantains. Dice the ripe banana into small roundels. Heat up a pan, add in a bit of ghee or butter. Add the sliced bananas and then toast it slightly till it gets slightly caramelized on both the sides. This gives a uniquely sweet, tangy flavor to Halo Halo. 11th component, shaved ice. You can either use direct shaved ice or shaved coconut water or a direct combination of milk and water. For creamier texture, use milk and water. Cool after a rolling boil and discard the skin. Freeze till set. Before shooting, I ended up making Halo Halo 4 times. That is why it looks like this. For making shaved ice, I've used this gadget and it always gives fluffy, soft ice. You can also use a food processor or a mixer if you don't have this. Soft and fluffy shaved ice is ready. The assembly. Let's show what all will be used for the Halo Halo. The coconut jelly, some condensed milk, ube or halaya jam, sweet coconut strips, sweet jackfruit strips, sweet sago balls, sweet garbanzo beans or any white beans, sweet adzuki beans or red beans, strawberry jelly, ube ice cream, vanilla or coconut ice cream depending on your choice, and crushed ice or crushed milk. Let's see how the dish comes together. We'll start off with the sago balls, which gives you a chewy texture, followed by the adzuki beans, some garbanzo beans. Spread 1 tablespoon of heaped ube halaya into the glass, followed by 1 tablespoon of strawberry jelly, a toasted banana or 2 to 3 tablespoons of crushed ice. I'm not adding any evaporated milk here. 1 tablespoon of condensed milk should do, followed by 1 small scoop of ube ice cream and 1 tender coconut ice cream, followed by some coconut jelly, coconut strips and some jackfruit strips, and topped again with some strawberry jelly. This Halo Halo recipe is just amazing. Do try and let me know in the comments. Bye.